Let's get to the phone lines here. We're going to talk to Marjorie here in Biloxi. Marjorie, thank you so much for calling in on this sultry Saturday night. What can we help you with?
Look, I had a hip replacement just a little while ago, and I've gotten these messages saying that it's been recalled, and I'm just not that good with technology, and I don't understand what's happening. Is there any way you guys could help me? I don't know what I'm supposed to do right now.
Great call, Marge. I really appreciate that. Jim, we talked about this way earlier in the season.
Right. So the short answer is, yeah, we just talked about products liability. This would be potentially a products liability claim. And so what happens is when you have a defective product, quite often it's the subject to a recall or maybe even a warning by the FDA that there's a problem with it. I don't know the particulars of your hip, but what we could do or are able to do is if you obtain your medical records, it'll have the type of device that was implanted in you if you don't know what it is, but it'll prove what it is. And then we can look at that and see if it's one that is labeled as defective or has been subject of a recall. If that's the case, then it's a matter of pursuing the manufacturer of that hip for compensation, because the injuries vary. These hip cases, these defective hips or defective medical devices can be very serious. Sometimes some of it chips off and you have metal and it goes throughout your bloodstream and can wreak havoc on your immune system. Other times they're just defective, they're not seated properly, they don't function properly, or they wear out too quickly. And so a lot of times it requires revisions and sometimes multiple revisions depending on what the particular defect is. And of course those are painful. They knock you out of work for a long period of time. It can be very serious.
And Jim, I remember you telling me, Marge, on this one, that everything, hip, shoulder, whatever, everything that goes in your body has a serial number on it somewhere. Right. And it's not, they just don't put it in and they don't know. I mean, everything's documented.
No, everything's documented. Literally on the operative report, they'll put the sticker with of the box that the component came out of that has the actual serial number, so they know exactly when it was made, what batch or what manufacturer, what plant it came from. So we would know all that information by obtaining your medical records. That's kind of where that inquiry starts.
And Jim, for y'all, it's one of these things, y'all, I'm assuming y'all have a database y'all can go into and check for recalls or anything to class action suits?
That's right. There are ways to research that on the computer very quickly and figure out whether lawsuits have been filed, whether other lawyers are looking into them nationwide. And a lot of times these things, so if you have a defectively designed product, it means that there's probably a lot of them. So the design's the same, and so they end up being claims all over the country. If it's a manufacturing defect, maybe it's just something wrong with that particular device as opposed to ones nationwide. So, but we can find that out very quickly. We can help you with that. Just call us Monday morning.
All right, Marjorie, thank you so much for the call tonight. Hope you get to feeling better, but it sounds like a call to the boys is probably a really good idea. Reeves and Mestayer there on Monday. All right.